Hi guys, welcome back. Material Energy Hypercubed with me, Sid, and yeah, we're back. I've not done really anything much between episodes. I have, however, reloaded the inclusion chamber and gone and got this garden dirt to plant the... I basically bought a little mini tree farm up here. I may expand this, depends on how big we need, but obviously we can't really run the farms in the actual zones because they're not loaded when the actual spatial cell isn't loaded. They're not loaded, so they're not doing anything. So we have got several quests to do, and the first thing we need to look at is the Biosphere. It wants 30 wheat. So let's get down there, and I'm not sure whether, again, these are probably something where it would be beneficial to bring the contents of this up and make the farms above the outside of this chamber. That's the word I'm looking for, outside of this chamber. So we'll run through these and just grab everything there is of these anyway. Maybe grab the dirt as well. Got anything to block that with? No. It's got a strange texture on the side, this. So yeah, I'm thinking we need to up our game somewhat on this. Let me just have F7 on as well while I think about it. I don't want to... Well, we'll have that as well. Oh yeah, because it's going to flow down, of course, isn't it? Yeah, because obviously this is a peculiar map in that it is an adventure map. But at the same time as being an adventure map, it is a tech-based hardcore questing map. I say tech-based, there might be some magic in it, I honestly don't know. I've not seen anything to indicate there will be, but you know, who knows. So we are going to have to start thinking about some of the elements, the clever elements that we need to, well, that we need to think about. You know, how do we generate power? I mean, we haven't got any Yellorium, for example. So once that reactor runs out, power gone. At least as best as I can tell, it will be. We've got a wild sheep. Seabiscuit obviously over there, running around. Nice to see that Seabiscuit managed to stay with us. So we should be good to turn in this quest, I think. Let's have a look. Yes, we can claim that reward. What do we get? A good reward bag, and it is a shank. Writable, reinforced. Oh, lifesteal. That actually might be well worthwhile. What's its it's got necrotic one, its sharpness, its repair material is paper. That is actually potentially very good then. So what did that open up anyway? That opened us up the crystalline quartz, 200 quartz. Hopefully we can find that somewhere. We need 125 carrots, 125 potatoes, and that will give us the means to get the sugar cane, or obviously pumpkins and cactus, which we need. 20 buckets of jelly cryotheum, coral wool. Now these are the areas that I am starting to be, I think things will get interesting, because when we get to the chemical the Minechem stuff, we can actually start to manipulate the game a little bit, and we can use materials to create other materials and yada yada. Right, I think over here. And the other thing I do want to do while we're doing this kind of work is just keep my eyes on the ground, because see whether there's anything hiding down there. I know I can't. Oh, I could actually, couldn't I? Yeah, just turn you on and the world will be good and happy. So we can get this out, get some. I mean, I don't think we desperately need it, but it does have the sound of something we may be able to break back down into. What's the word I'm looking for? Oh, we got 60. We got loads of this. Break back down into base camp. I'll get there eventually. Trust me in this. Yeah, so I'm going to set these little farm areas up here with the various wheat and carrots and stuff, because they are going to be invaluable later on. And I'll be back with you in a mo. Right, we've got the layout thing. So if I remember correctly, let's put you away for now, and let me go and have a look for fertilizer. Get rid of those. Yeah, we got quite a lot of this fertilizer as a quest reward, and it's basically bone meal. So we can run through, hopefully fast track this potato and carrot quest, and see what else awaits us. With that, so yeah, nothing overly exciting, just basic potato and carrot harvesting, really. Gimme. And as I say, it was 125 of each, so I probably won't have enough of this to fast track the quest all the way through, but it will get us quite a way of the way, I think. So I'm going to just continue working on that, and I'll be back with you once I've got us somewhat part of the way through. Okay, we've got it. It used all the fertilizer, but we've got a bunch of carrots and a bunch of potatoes. It was a detect, so healthy food, yuck. Yeah, and that will give us that lot. Now I am thinking, let me just have a look at soil. I've only got 4. Let me just try something. It doesn't need water. Excellent. Well, that means we can plant our pumpkin seed. We can also, I'm guessing, plant our cactus. Intriguing. It's not worried about the fact that that's got a block next to it. And we'll start down here with the old sugar cane. So what have we got? Carrots away. And what's next? We've got 64 cactus, 64 sugarcane, and 64 pumpkins. That's going to take a while, but it'll give us a sheep, cows, and chicken eggs, which is handy. Let's have a look. Anything else opened up? No. So it looks like we are going to have to go further into the biosphere. Now, as I said, I've watched this. I've seen this particular area on YouTube. I suspect this is the area that generic. Oh, I need blocks. That generic rage quit over, and I think I have a strategy for it. So let me just go down, and what have we got? Dirt. Just want something. Let me grab those and just hit you on those. See whether. Alright, so it goes into. In fact, in that case, probably not want to take all of those. Can't decompose them, but I can use them to make useful stuff. So, sky stone. Half stack of red stained clay, that should be ample. Oh, there is another thing I will want, and that is some ladders. Any synchronized. Okay, so what we got? Dark steel ladders, we've got stinker's guns, we've got those kind of ladders. We can make those if we had sticks. I'll just make a bunch. Probably slightly more actually. Bunk, bunk, bunk. Take a bit more. And let's just have another set. And we'll stick those away. Right. Now this could, possibly will, end badly. I haven't got a bow yet, which is a shame. Oh, I've got that. I had that stone bow, didn't. Oh, there it is. But I don't really have much in the way of arrows. So, right. So you kind of get the impression. You can see that this is a sphere, and we are talking, of course, about a biosphere. So it's not unreasonable to assume that there is something beneath this. And I think if we look at some of the clues. Biosphere uses a reservoir of jellic cryothium to keep its heat shielded from the high temperatures of the core. If I could collect enough of it, I would be able to use it in the reactors. Should be able to use it in the reactors. So that is, we want gelid cryothium, but it implies that there is a reservoir of that beneath here. Now if we jump out and we go coral wall, somewhere in the biosphere is the orange wall. It doesn't seem to be much on the first floor, so I should dig down to see what I can find. Okay, now let me turn on this because I want to show you the first mistake you could potentially make. If you dig down here, it is not a nice place down there. I mean, just look at that. That is not friendly by any stretch of the imagination. So let me just make sure that's off. Probably best not to dig down in the outside. Now if you were to dig down in the middle, which would seem to be the next best thing, you may think that you'd get away, but you can see here straight away we have got something going on here. Let me just come up a bit. Yeah, you can. And there's a passageway there and there. Fortunately, nothing can jump in at that point. So, let me get a ladder on the old thing and get the old here and go up and knock that one out. So that one's fine and that one's fine, but let me just go down. I need to go back up realistically because I need to get something else on my hotbar. So we scroll down here, let's get this ready and drop in and go and plob and plob. We did it safely. God, that could have been so nasty. Now if you'd have come down the middle, you'd have ended up going down that one, which is not necessarily going to be fun. But just look at that badness out there. It is unpleasant. Now, I think the only resource that we can't use, that we can use in there, is over. If this spider will move, you can see that a lot, and I think that is things like magnesium and stuff. So, yeah. If you'd have gone out there and tried to fight that, then that would make me rage quit too, I have to say. So yeah, let's just go back up, because this, I want to just run up here. Everything is still good up here. So let's try the next floor down and see what we see, because I haven't seen this floor. Are we okay? You can hear them above me going absolutely batshit crazy. There's some lighting issues here, which we can solve, I think, by the simple use of a torch. I'll grab those back. Now can I... Oh god, I thought they were able to get to me then. Can I place a torch in there? That will stop them buggers spawning. Let's go back up, because the other thing we've got, if I run over here, well, you can see that's our quartz waiting for us to get out to it somehow, and that is jellied cryothium, which we don't necessarily want to go and take a bath in. And also this is jelly cryothium behind dark ethereal glass. Now there's a feature of jelly cryothium which is useful, so we're going to go and grab something. A tank for starters, I think, if we've got one. And while we're at it, I suppose we realistically ought to have a look in here as well, because there's some more stuff for chainmail and a good reward bag. Okay, I need to, let me think this through. Let's have a look at this reward bag first off the bat. TNT and flint and steel. Could possibly have been a solution to that room, actually. Possibly a very destructive solution, but it might have worked, who knows. Anyway, I just need to get a few bits together and I will be right back with you. Okay, so first thing I'm going to need is I'm going to need a bucket. Now I've got 2 buckets which have got contents in them, but if we just set you to output onto that side, good. So the only source of iron I've got is this cauldron, and if you hit U on this, it'll obviously tell you the various crafting recipes, but you can smelt it either in a normal furnace or a redstone furnace or a smeltery, or no, smeltery actually gives you, let me just have a look at that. Let me say use of that. No, okay. Yes, that's what I want to see, is the ingot mould. Not that this is going to help me a great deal, because I haven't got any lava at the moment. 144, so the smeltery actually gets you a lot more per cauldron. This will get me 3 ingots worth, so I'm going to do one of those, because I only want 1 bucket, and to get my 3 ingots worth. You're at charge, we'll just leave that as is for now. So the other thing I want, apart from a bucket, and we'll put those back, is I need a quest delivery system, one of those. They take 8 and 8, that's fine, and I need to make a sign. I don't need to make one, I've got one. And the reason for this will come apparent in a minute. And what we're actually doing is we're exploiting a behaviour of jelly cryotheum. And that is that it doesn't really flow very nicely downwards, and you tend to block up, so we should be able to work from the bottom. Hello, hello. Oh, hello. We've got a witch in there as well. 2 witches. You see, a dead chicken. This is just not a nice place, and if I have to go in there, then I will be disappointed, because I really can't think of a good way of tackling that. Got a few. Haha, you see, that's how we deal with Enderman getting all spazzy. So we'll have the coral wool, and we can hand that quest in. But more importantly, let's take a sign, stand well back, and let's just break this. Now what I don't want to do is step into it, because this is dark ethereal glass. I can step through that. So if we stopper that up with a good old weird looking glass at the side, then get out. I did bring a wrench, so we're alright. We'll just get that and that, and we can get our bucket and start bucketing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now again, we'll use the old wrench, pick that up, we'll put down the QDS, pop that down, select a quest, which is this one, climate control. It wants 20 buckets, so we whack that on, and this is pretty much, oh, I should have put that in the storage system. I think there's a slime up there somehow. Output mode, done. Pick it back up again, just because I want to, in fact we don't need to even pick it back up, do we? We just set it to output mode, and we can go and book it until we're done. But you can see the actual source blocks are dropping, and that's just the way that jelly cryotheum behaves. So yeah, I'm just going to continue this until we've got that, and then I'm probably going to fill these 2 up with jelly cryotheum, just to keep us going, possibly to cool the reactor downstairs, but until then we'll see you in a moment. Right, so we've got that, we've done the quest there. I'll hand these in a moment. What I want to do next, I'm just wanting to check around here. I don't think there's anything overly hostile. So the next thing we need to do is to get onto these quartz. I think the best way would probably be here. Let me just have a little eyeball around, jump out, ouch, and yeah, we're good. So I've got enough blocks to get out, plus I've got that wool if we get really desperate. Now this will not mine, that's only at a redstone level mining, so we're going to need this one, which, yep, that's good enough. So how many do we need? 200 was it? This could take a while. And obviously I don't want to attract the attention of any of these unpleasant characters that are spawning around us because they're all just slightly out of spawning distance. So we've got a little bit of mining, a little bit of careful mining in places, and then a little bit of pillaring out to do, I think. In fact, let me turn this on just to make sure nothing goes skittering off into the cryotheum. So just a careful tippy-tap digging, and you can see there's a zombie over there. He's just going to turn straight into a snowman, which is brilliant. That's why it's fairly safe down here. So I'm going to continue digging, and we'll come back if anything interesting happens. Right, we're back. We've got a whole load of quartz, we've got jelly cryotheum, we've got coral wool. So let's have a look. What have we got? We've got a reward bag for the Certus. We have got a reward bag for the coral wool, iron pickaxe, another ore finder, and miner's delight. And we have got a reward bag for the cryotheum. So let's go and have a look at what we got. Well, we got one of them for starters, so bonk, in you go. Iron level pick. Okay, we've got this ore finder thing. What else did we get? Miner's delight, new memory cell. And we got the... I think that's it, and 2 reward bags. Both good. Severus' sword. Ooh, looting 3 plus 10. Repair material is iron. That's good. And spawn spider creeps. You know what? It wouldn't be... Oh, hang on. Let me find... Where's my food gone? Compressed cookie. Let's here's a spider. It's a spider creep. So, yeah, so that's that. We got a whole bunch of you. We got that. We got you can go into storage for a while. That can go away. That can go away. One of those can go in. One for the victory monument. That can go away. That can go away. My inventory is rapidly becoming a mess. Let's head to the victory monument and place this. I think I need to illuminate around here because that is not Chem Lab. Victory monument. That is not playing ball at the moment. So 2 wool. We've got a new energy set. That arrow is bizarre. I really do not know what that is. Reactor, spatial IO. Let me head to the spatial IO and just place the miner's delight in there for safekeeping. And back to the observatory. So I'm just going to check how long we've been going, and I'll be right back with you. Yep, I'm coming up to time. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to whack a little bit of this glowstone glass can go in here. I'm not really worried about this stuff, if I'm really brutally honest. 1, 2, 3, 4 there. And maybe here. Here would be perhaps a good place. And maybe here. See if we can't get this thing to grow, because that's not grown at all. And neither of these potatoes actually. So maybe one here. And maybe one here. We'll encourage... Oh, what do we get now? Silk touch. Wonderful. Yeah, so we're getting there steadily, but more importantly we've got this, the chemical decomposer quest. So with a decomposer I can break down almost any block or block and turn it into the compound elements. We get a new leadstone energy cell red thing, and for that we need to give them one chemical decomposer. And I think if we go here and go chemical decomposer, it needs an atomic manipulator and an atomic shrinking. Jesus. And for that we need a whole load of iron. So we're definitely going to need to do miner's delight, I would have thought. Damascus steel ingot. Unless we're supposed to find one somewhere, which I suppose is a possibility. But anyway, we have made progress. I don't think we're going to find one in the biosphere anyway, so we're probably looking at Miner's Delight as our next destination. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.